Okay, here we have Paul's Porsche 915 1980 911 SC transmission. Gonna do a quick checkout. I'm gonna kind of show you a transmission that you're gonna see kind of a black coloring tone to this with the parts. That blackness, you can even smell it. Old oil wasn't really changed. You keep people change the motor oil over and over and over and over because they're so fearful of damaging the motor. But everybody forgets about old Tony the transmission, which that has to be changed too. If you don't, it kind of gets this black coloring. You kind of want it more like that. It almost has like a grayish greenish look where it's still clean metal. When it starts getting like this, here you can see the block, how black it's getting. It's almost like thick. Smells like it's burnt, like not a sludge, which is next, but this is old oil. It wasn't changed much. This is the casing at your nose cone here for the 915. This is the center section, which the bearings on your main shaft, pinion shaft are worn. This is your main casing. This one's worn. This is how you can tell. This bearing race right here, I can take it in and out with my hand. It should not come out. You know, it should be really hard in there like this one. So this problem is of beating on it. It's pounded the casing out. So this casing here is no good. There is a race shop out here now that machines use out and actually put steel, because you got a steel race on an aluminum casing. Then you have magnesium casings, even softer. But this should not do that. So this casing here is considered no good. Luckily we have a good used one we can offer the customer, or for the full racer we machine this out for steel. Now coming over here, and that's your side plate there, 915. It's aluminum. A lot of guys will put these aluminum ones on, the early magnesium ones, keep less movement on the diff bearing, so that's okay though. Coming back over here, got our pinion shaft. Pinion shaft here. It's your main shaft. It's your pinion shaft. With the pinion shaft here, got our bearings. You can see how black this is gone. Pinion shaft bearing is gone. You see the scoring right here already starting. You already have pit holes right there. Got a hole right there. Hole right there. There's another hole right there. So it's starting to pit, but it'll actually, for a street guy, work okay. It depends on the customer's budget again. This pinion runs on this ring gear. Ring gear now we check. A little hardness gone, but there's no pits. So again, talk to the customer if you didn't, because when these get too worn, you're going to hear howling. Whoa. That's usually the first tells you that ring and pinion's going out. We'll talk to the customer if there's no howling, and he's not some, high-end racer that has, $100,000 race car out there. For a street guy, this actually still will be okay, or we have a replacement. On the main shaft, right here feels like a razor blade. This has been wearing so long that the teeth now are sharp, and how you check a knife across a blade, feeling how sharp it is, you can feel how sharp this one is. Actually, if I took my hand and went like this, it would probably cut my finger. So this is pretty worn. Again, you can see the hardness is gone. Will this still work? Yeah, it will work. Only thing down the road, this is going to keep getting worse and worse and sloppier and sloppier, and of course the bearing's out. Going through the rest of the transmission, customer definitely had a shifting issue, not a transmission issue, but more of a shifting issue, because every one of the dog teeth, here, this is a better one, these are bigger, this is the first gear, you can really see a good look. They're all worn, and second gear is worn. When we have usually it's first and second dog teeth, they take the most punishment, they get worn, but fifth gear dog teeth worn, that's pretty rare. That's usually the shifter's on the line right, coupler bushing's on the line right, so you're hitting the gears. With that, of course, took out the slider on the first and second. Third and fourth slider, actually it's okay. Still nice and sharp teeth. Worn dog, but the cider's still okay. First and reverse cider though, no. And you're even getting some pitting done on it too. It's worn. These needles, one's already coming apart. See how hot it got? So this needle bearing, they're getting worn out. The rest of the needles aren't too bad. Okay, got some bearings. So, make a long story short, I got our main casing here, bearings beat out. That should never move out or even come out that easy, just with a couple fingers. That's beat out. You can even see in here the shine of it moving around with it. This is spinning with the transmission. You can see the darkness too, again with this oil. Never changed, sadly to say. Got some wear here, so please change your oil. It'll save a lot of money in the long run. That's it.